Hey everyone, Rosa Helen here with Intero Real Estate. Housing prices have increased about 10% last year in 2020, and it's expected to increase another 5% this year. Now, these are national numbers. Right here in the Bay Area, we know we live in a special place, and those numbers will be even higher for us. There's a rising concern that we're experiencing another housing bubble like we did over a decade ago. And here are 3 reasons why we're not in a housing bubble. Reason number 1, today our housing supply is extremely limited. Any market item, the pricing for any market item is determined by supply and demand. When we have high supply, low demand, typically pricing will soften. When we have the opposite, where we have low supply, high demand, naturally pricing will increase. In real estate, supply and demand are measured in months' supply of inventory, which is based on the number of current homes for sale compared to the number of buyers in the market. The normal month supply of inventory for the market is about 6 months. Anything above that defines a buyer's market where prices will soften. Anything below that defines a seller's market in which prices normally go up. Months inventory has been under 5 months for the last 3 years, under 3 for the last 6 months, and currently stands at 1.9 months, which is historically low. Remember, if supply is low and demand is high, prices naturally increase. Reason number 2, the housing demand is real today. Back in the mid-2000s, when we were experiencing the housing crisis, Robert Shiller at the Yale University talked about this human behavior called irrational exuberance. Irrational exuberance is defined as unfounded market optimism that lacks a real foundation of fundamental valuation, but instead rests on psychological factors. Without considering historic market trends, people got caught up in the frenzy and bought houses based on unrealistic belief that housing prices will continue to go up. And the mortgage industry didn't help. They fed into this frenzy as well and loaned money to just about anybody without really qualifying them. In the current real estate market, demand is real, not fabricated. Millennials, the largest generation in the country, have come of age to marry and have children, which are 2 major drivers of home ownership. The pandemic is also challenging every household to redefine the meaning of home and to reevaluate whether their current home meets that new definition. This desire to own, coupled with historically low mortgage rates, makes purchasing a home today a sound financial decision. Therefore, today's demand is very real. Reason number 3, households today have plenty of equity. Back in the mid-2000s, when we were experiencing the housing crisis, it was not just the home purchasers who got caught up in the frenzy. Existing homeowners also got caught up. There was a wave of cash-out refinances where existing homeowners tapped into their equity and they started using their homes like ATM machines, which enabled them to remodel or make other purchases. From 2005 through 2007, Americans pulled out $824 billion in equity. That left many homeowners with little or no equity in their homes at a critical time. As prices began to drop, some homeowners found themselves in a negative equity situation where the mortgage was higher than the value of their home. Many defaulted on their payments, which led to many foreclosures. Today, the banks and the American people have shown that they've learned a valuable lesson from the housing crisis. Cash-out refinance volume over the last 3 years has been less than a third of what it was compared to the 3 years leading up to the housing crisis. This conservative approach has led us to equity levels that we've never seen before. And according to census data, 38% of owner-occupied housing units are owned free and clear without any mortgages. And another company, Atom Data Solutions, just released their 4th quarter 2020 home equity report. This is what it revealed. 17.8 million residential properties in the United States were considered equity rich, meaning that the combined estimated amount of loans secured by those properties was 50% or less of their estimated market value. The count of equity-rich properties in the fourth quarter of 2020 represented 30.2%, or about 1 in 3, of the 59 million mortgaged homes in the United States. Bottom line is our housing supply is extremely low. Our demand is real and rightly motivated. Homeowners have plenty of equity even though they might be in distressed situations now. How do you want to participate in this real estate market? Are you a buyer or are you a seller? Either way, I'd love to help you and talk to you, so give me a call today. Please don't forget to click like or subscribe at the bottom of your screen. Thank you so much for watching. I am Rosa Helen, offering you peace of mind in all your real estate needs.